2, 1.
Welcome to Made for More Living.
One small step for man.
With Johnny Jennings.
Kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy.
The fastest and most exciting hour of news, events, and real estate in Northern California.
And this is a fact that was proved.
Powered by eXp Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
Does everybody know what time it is?
Get ready. Here we go.
So today on the show, we have an amazing guest, Matt. But before we introduce her, I got to ask, you work in public, you have a public job, you're a radio host. And you tend
not
events.
paid for by the public. I don't have a government job.
But you're visible.
Correct. Yes, I'm visible.
Do you have or have you ever had any stalkers?
I have.
Really?
Yes. Do you want me to tell you that story?
Real quick, yes.
Okay. So I wouldn't call her a stalker. I guess you could call her a stalker. So I had no idea that she was interested in me. It was somewhat of a friend per se, I would say an acquaintance. Acquaintance.
So you knew who she was?
Yeah, I knew who she was, but I didn't realize that she was quote unquote stalking. So she sent letters. I had gotten engaged and she sent letters to my wife and to my household. This is a big mistake. She sent me gift cards to meet up with her at Starbucks.
Really?
She sent directions to where she lived and where her house was. And then even the week before I was going to get married, she delivered letters to our house saying it's not too late. Get out of this.
Hey, her follow-up game was strong.
We had to report it to certain leaders and certain people that, hey, this woman is crossing the line here. What should we do?
So did she back off after you were married?
To some degree, yes, kind of, but she still has contacted the radio station hey, Matthew should not be on the radio and blah, blah, blah. We're tired of hearing about Matthew and his friends and his family and all this stuff like that. So I don't know. I pray for her.
Wow. Okay. Well, I had no idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so you have a stalker, and you share that in common with our guest today.
There you go.
Right. So we have Jessica Heuer with Home Warranty of America.
Jennifer Heuer.
Sorry, Jessica.
What'd you call her?
Jessica.
Why did I do that? We had an amazing guest today.
That's a great way
her
to
name
start
is
off.
Jessica. We have Jennifer right now.
Jennifer,
an even more amazing
all right,
guest Jessica
Tim over
has
there.
coming.
Yeah, Tim. Sorry, Jennifer.
It's okay.
But Jennifer Heuer with Home Warranty of America, and you had have?
So kind of like our friend over here, he kind of calmed down once I identified him and I took his picture. But yes, I was.
How'd you know he was stalking you, though?
Well, so I'm an avid runner, but I'm not now because I have to literally wear a Lululemon crossbody bag with a taser and mace.
Taser and mace.
Hold on.
And an alarm.
Wait.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You wear a what?
A Lululemon crossbody bag.
Oh, I thought you said an aluminum.
That's what I thought she said, too.
The aluminum helps protect me.
The Lululemon bag carries my taser and my mace and my alarm.
What do you mean alarm? Is it just a noise?
When you hit it, it's like if you have an alarm in your house, it's loud as
wow.
F. Yeah. So can we cuss here? Do we
No.
cuss? No, we don't.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, of course not. It's the fish. So first of all, go back about a month, I just started noticing his car, and he started circling me in the park, in Lamb Park. And one morning about 6:30, I was in front of Fairy Tale Town, crossing to the zoo, and he turned around right on Lamb Park Drive, just flipped a U-ey, and came up right next to me and started following me. So I kind of, ditched him going one way. Long story short, he started showing up in front of my house. And then I got an alarm system.
How did he find out where you lived? Did he follow you home?
So exactly. I mean, the times I would leave to run, I was trying to switch up my routes, but he still would find me. So I have found out from other people in the neighborhood, I'm not his only victim. So this man is sick, and he likes to instill fear in women. So once I took his picture, and literally I let him see me, I took a picture of his car when he's approaching me, got his license plate, sent that to the cops. I have some friends with the sheriff's department. Mm-hmm. We were able to identify him. Since then, he has completely backed off, but I've had to get an alarm system. I'm still not running. I'm still wearing my crossbody Lululemon bag.
Not aluminum bag, but your Lululemon
with
bag.
my taser and etc. But yeah, it sucks. It's terrible to live that way.
That's
so
crazy.
Praying that since I took his picture, he's gone on to his next victim, which is unfortunate because this is what this guy does, apparently.
And there's no way to stop him from moving on to the next person?
Well, as a cop say, if he hasn't done anything to you, there's nothing they can do. He hasn't physically done anything. The man is married and has 2 adopted kids.
Wow, that's
adopted
crazy.
kids. I feel so sorry for those girls. I have his picture. I've seen him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that's my stalker story. It sounds like you more so were like just had a lover that was really jealous and infatuated with you.
I mean, he's a rugged man. He's a rugged man.
My
He's a
wife,
catch.
though, was frustrated with it because she's about to get married.
Yeah.
And, you have this woman who's just interfering with our lives. And so it's like, she was about to throw down. I was like, yeah, let's go. I'll get some popcorn. Let's do it. Come on. I was like all in favor. I said, babe, why don't you go find out where she lives and you do some like
reverse stalking.
Yeah, exactly.
Reverse stalking.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like you had to do, though, Jennifer.
Absolutely. I at first he knew more about me than I knew about him. Now I know. I literally have his address. I know that he has 4 hunting licenses. Has had filed for bankruptcy multiple times. He foreclosed on his house. He's a renter. I have his address. I have his phone number. Oh yeah, I know everything about him now.
Well, knowledge is power, and so hopefully you're safe.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, all right. Well, this has nothing to do with home warranty.
No.
But it's fascinating because, you know what? In real estate, this is a real problem for real estate agents. Totally. Like when we do open houses, like do not, like, I get so nervous when Valerie goes to a listing appointment and we don't know who that person is, right? And so she's walking into somebody else's home that could be cool, that could not be, at an open house. There's horrific stories of people hiding in the closets and then popping out as the agent's locking up. There's nobody in the house except now these 2 people. And so like safety is just, so what we encourage is make sure you're not doing those things alone.
Yeah, you know what? You should have some kind of training program or bring in some kind of expert on self-defense and how to what? Why are you looking at me that way? I think that's a great idea.
I'm just envisioning
I'm a
Valerie
man of
doing
ideas
like judo.
here. What?
Yeah, I'm just envisioning Valerie doing like some form of like self-defense.
When you have your team meetings, bring in, this is like probably a weekly thing for an hour each week. Yeah, an hour each week where you guys are learning Taekwondo or self-defense strategies of when you go to an open house or you're going to a meeting, and they teach you what things you should do and what things you shouldn't do. I have a friend, she's called Damsel in Defense. Have you heard of her?
No.
She sells these what do you call them, not buzzers, what do you call them?
Taser.
Tasers.
The taser that I have.
The tasers.
Mine's purple.
And the spray, and they're very fashionable,
Yes.
and they're cool. And I'm telling you, she should come to one of your meetings and do a presentation.
It's really about too, like, looking at your surroundings, like just being prepared. So one of the things the cops told me to do is I maybe live alone. Don't need to air that. I maybe live alone. So my neighbors park their car in my driveway.
You don't live alone. Well, you live alone, but you've got 2 giant pit bull aggressive dogs. They will just tear you apart, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have my neighbors that park their car in the driveway. The men leave their shoes on my front porch, the neighbor next door, just to make it look that way.
That's smart.
So there's certain things you could do just to, protect yourself. But in the ultimate, if somebody's going to do something.
I think that's why having something like what you have, like a taser, helps you feel more confident.
Totally.
It makes you feel safer. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I think that is a great idea.
But as far as like real estate agents, we can't like.
You're not allowed to carry those?
No, you certainly can. You can even conceal carry, right? You can
Right.
your CCW, but the best way to prevent this is to not put yourself in a situation
Absolutely.
where it could happen.
Sure,
So
absolutely.
like, what we like to do is we like to have an agent and a lender there.
Oh.
Even if it's 2 females, at least it's 2 people.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
so the best, but unfortunately, as far as listing appointments go, that tends to be like 1 versus many. So the agent walking
Absolutely.
into like a husband-wife situation.
Yeah.
So when I had a rental, had people come to the door and then by myself. And I don't know who's going to come to the door. It's a vacant house.
Yeah.
And so I'd always be on the phone and then like the last, and introduce themselves through the window, see if there's a family and then get off the phone and say, I'm okay. Or stay on the phone, leave the phone available. But yeah, it's putting you're very vulnerable in that kind of situation. So absolutely.
Do you have Life 360
Yeah.
for you and your wife? Anybody else on it? Just you and your wife?
Just Valerie. I think maybe Valorie's on it with her parents as well.
Oh, okay.
Was that
I
Find Your
love
Phone?
that. Huh?
Oh, that's not Find Your Phone. It's even more. It shows everything.
It tracks my wife. Yeah,
Yeah.
some people think, oh my gosh, that is just so controlling, but it's not.
No,
it's
it's
very
safety.
because what happened is my wife would forget to text me when she got someplace. she go, oh, I forgot to text you. I forgot to tell you I'm safe. I've gotten to my. So I was like, we got to figure out a better way. So I had a coworker who recommended, hey, have you ever tried Life 360? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome, because then I know where she's at all times, and she knows where I'm at all times.
A lot of my friends do that with their kids that are in high school.
Yes.
That's actually how I first learned about it. So I forget who it was. I think a guy named Daryl. Daryl recommended it to me, and what he was using it for was to track his kids. But it was kind of funny. It was like a little arms race, if you will, because what the kids would do was they would say they were going to the movie theater.
Right.
They would all dump their phones in the bushes at the movie theater, and then go wherever they wanted.
Genius.
Right?
Yeah.
But then when the homeless people found out the kids were dumping their phones in the bushes, so they were gathering up the phones, and they were saying, hey, if you want your phone back, you got to give me $50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how funny is that? But that's how I found out about Life
It's kind of
360.
like, hey, shame on you, karma.
Exactly. Yeah. Do what you're supposed to be doing.
I remember
kids.
one time me and my wife got into a disagreement and a fight, and I turned off the Life 360 and I left.
You, like, ghosted her.
Yeah, I ghosted her. And she texted me back, you better turn that back on right now, mister.
Yeah. Anyways, so but you want to be safe. You want to be safe when showing property. Yes. And obviously, if you have a stalker. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about with Jennifer with Home Warranty of America, is we're going to be talking about the difference between a good home warranty company and maybe a less than good home warranty company, and how it can save you money. Back after this.
All right, guys, here's the reality. The real estate bar has been raised. Clients today expect more net proceeds for your home. For instance, Matthew had tried to sell his home, but was unsuccessful because the previous agent told him the home would be too complicated to sell. But not for Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team. They were able to sell his home in record time and for full price. They'll sell your home for 27% faster than other homes on the market. They'll sell your home for an average of 3% higher purchase price than other realtors. At Made for More Realty, they offer a listing warranty. If something happens to the house while listed, it gets fixed at no cost to you. Hey guys, there's a reason why they have more 5-star Google reviews than anyone else in our area. They were voted #1 team in Roseville for the past 3 years. They have a full staff dedicated to making your home a great selling process, the easiest and most efficient it can be. They have proactive marketing. Their team actively seeks out buyers for your home rather than just listing it on the MLS and waiting for the phone to ring. Ask about their Fix It Before You List It program with no upfront cost to you. Ask about buying your next home before you even sell yours. Ask about their guaranteed home sale program. Ask about their guaranteed multiple instant cash offers. Ask about their Bay Area marketing plan. Oh my goodness, you expect more, then get more with the Johnny Jennings and Tom Daves team at Made for More Realty, brokered by EXP. Just Google Made for More Realty today and get more for your home. License number 581837.
This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings, powered by EXP Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
I don't know about you, Matt, but I love hearing complaints from customers because they are an incredible opportunity. What would you say?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love hearing them. For me, it's engagement. It's an opportunity to engage with the customer, the listener. I love it.
It's an opportunity to improve as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's feedback. I think in the society we live in, a lot of times we don't get the feedback we want. We're all hungering for some kind of feedback, whether it's positive or negative. That's why Rotten Tomatoes is so popular. You know, people love giving feedback, but I think getting feedback for me, I live off of it. I love it. I want more of it.
I think that's what helps to grow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody wants to know, how am I doing? How am I doing? You know, a lot of times we do our day-to-day thing. We're working it. We're striving. We're putting ourselves out there, and we're not sure how it's working. And so whether you're in sales or you're in broadcasting like I am, whatever type of industry you're in, if it's customer service or you're in retail, whether or not you're going into your boss to get an evaluation, I mean, I'm the type of person, I love that. Give it to me.
So I'll lean in. So if I'm on a listing appointment or if I'm meeting with the client, I will lean into what I think might be a complaint or might be something that they're just not voicing. So like, hey, so what do you think about the marketing? Oh yeah, the marketing's great. Okay, what do you think about the fee? Like, do you think that's a fair fee for what we provide. Actually, and then now I've surfaced this objection, and now we can have an honest conversation.
Right.
Whereas before they were hiding from it.
Yeah.
But what's great about your company, Jennifer, with Home Warranty of America is you are very, very protective of your vendor list. Right, you only want the best people on there, correct?
Correct, absolutely.
Yeah, and so can you share a little bit about how that process works and why, if somebody has a home warranty program or a home warranty with Home Warranty of America, they can rest easy knowing those vendors are quality? Absolutely.
So we vet all of our vendors, and so we kind of work like an Uber system where we ping the top people, and then the most popular get the highest ratings. But the ones like the lower ratings, they don't realize that once we get one complaint, they are completely dropped.
So one complaint, they're gone.
One complaint, they're dropped. So your buyers, your sellers, your customers are always going to get very quality contractors out there taking care of their claims and their needs.
And you have a great escalation
manager.
Yes,
yeah. Jackie is the best. I swear to God, she's over on the East Coast. I really want to fly there just to meet her. She has a rate of never losing a claim. So even if something is not under the blanket of our policy, so home warranties are there to help your clients with saving money on PEACH, as I call it, plumbing, electrical, appliances, cooling, and heating.
One more time, what are the things?
So PEACH stands for how your customers are going to save money on plumbing, electrical, appliances, cooling, and heating.
Okay.
So,
because our home insurance policy will not cover things like that.
No, that
right?
is that's like a tornado, a fire, a flood. So this is like when you get a car and you get that warranty from the dealership for a year, it's peace of mind. So it's for your appliances, it's for your refrigerator, your washer, your dryer, your AC, your pool, all that good stuff. So Jackie, speaking of complaints, I had a client that filed a claim and filed it as getting the door rekeyed, and we could talk about that later, how that comes as part of the Platinum plan. Anyhow, it was the door that was messed up. So does that fall under PEACH? Absolutely not. It does not. But we want to make our customers happy. So Jackie pushed that through and said, even though this is not under what we cover, we're going to take this complaint and make this customer really happy and make it happen.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And so there are some differentiators between you and your competitors.
Correct.
Mind just highlighting like a couple of those?
So first of all, we offer 13 months as opposed to 12 months. So when your customer signs up with us, they are covered for 13 months. They get that extra month. Our pricing's super competitive, so getting that extra even makes it more competitive. We do not have age discriminaties over the age of like an appliance. So say your AC is 20 years old. You call, you make a complaint, we'll come out and service that. A lot of my competitors do not do that. They actually have discrimination over age of appliances.
So if our fridge is 20 years old, they won't come out.
We will treat that fridge like it was 2 days old. Absolutely.
You will, but your competitors won't.
Correct.
Got it. And so what does that process look like? So somebody files a claim, you come out, like what happens next? Absolutely.
So to get somebody to come out, the customer has to file a claim first. It's really easy. It's not like some of my competitors where they're on hold, push 10 minutes later, get redirected somewhere else. It takes less than a minute. You can do it online or you can call it in on the 888 number. Once they do that, somebody comes out within 48 hours. So far since I've been with this job, every claim I've had, somebody's been out the next day.
Wow.
And indeed, on a Friday at 3 o'clock, somebody came out the next day on a Saturday, which is insanely incredible.
That's fast.
But if for some reason it's the busy season, everybody's calling for ACs, even though we're right in it right now, haven't faced that. I know my competitors have still coming out within 48 hours. If that is the case and somebody hasn't contacted her to come out in 48 hours, we do have an amazing reimbursement program that we work with the customers and they choose their contractor. Maybe they have somebody they love. We'll work with them and reimburse them at retail value, which is huge.
Wow. So if they have is this for only if you can't get your preferred vendor out there fast enough, or is this just if they have?
Correct. So if we do not return a call or we're not there within 48 hours and it needs to be done right now, maybe it's the water heater and they need hot water.
Yeah.
And we're not responding because we're busy, then they go the route of the reimbursement program where they can choose their own contractor. And we do have to see that they're licensed. They do have to,
Be legit. It can't just be Uncle Rico going out there.
no Uncle Rico on this. Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Love it. Okay, great. And so if you want to learn more about Jennifer and the Home Warranty of America programs, just go ahead and reach out. Just text warranty or call us at 530-GET-MORE. That's 530-GET-MORE, and we'll get you connected with Jennifer. Also, I didn't realize this. I just learned this myself, but you don't require inspections. Like I thought that was just every home warranty company
we do
required
not.
that.
We do not require. It's not a requirement to have a home inspection report. A lot of them require that. Absolutely.
So can you share like a story, or can you elaborate on that for people who don't understand like why that's so important?
Not having a home inspection report?
Yeah, because oftentimes people are buying the home.
Homes as is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we really are there for the customer. We really want to make the customer happy. So we trust and we believe. We really do. We take the word of mouth of our clients. Now, if the contractor goes out there and he can be like, okay, you're really like cheating the system.
Yeah, there's a hammer
right.
in the AC.
Yeah. So, I mean, normal wear and tear is what we come out for. So let's say, your 7-year-old Charlie decides to put a spoon in the garbage disposal and turns it on. Well, that's not normal wear and tear, right? And somebody will pick that up. But once again, we have Jackie, she makes things happen. So once it gets to that point, we can, discuss, but.
Okay. So again, as far as the benefit between the inspections and not having the inspections, like it could essentially potentially be a pre-existing issue.
So if there is controversy like over a claim, and let's say you happen to have one, it definitely does help the situation to show this was actually working when we were in contract, or maybe it wasn't working. Either way, it helps validate, but it's not. But it's not required.
Love it.
But it's not required.
Okay, so we're doing like a rapid question kind of rapid fire question right here, and so we've gone over the 13 months, right? So instead of it just being a 12 months, you have a 13 month. No inspection report required. No age limitations on the peach.
Correct.
And then also unlimited Freon.
Yes, that is huge. So I just learned this, and I was doing the YOLO West Sac meeting yesterday for the regional, and I should have started off with that because it's hot, it's the middle of summer, and Freon is expensive. And so with our Platinum plan, you get unlimited Freon, which is unheard of.
So how does that work? Do they, if the air is not blowing hot enough, they just make a claim?
Yep, they make a claim. Absolutely, you can file as many claims as you want during your policy coverage time. You could call 50 times, 5 times. And then if the service person comes out and realizes it just needs a Freon, they keep servicing it with Freon. Absolutely. But $75 trade fee
is the call-out fee.
Is the fee, and I want to say we're the only company that's under $100 for a trade call.
Really?
Because when you call your own contractor, and my neighbor did this, and they got scammed, just like a plumber came out, just to come out was $250.
What?
$250 just for him coming out. So we're $75, and we will take care of it too.
That's incredible. And so another thing that I enjoy about Home Warranty of America, because I've been working with you guys for I think a couple of years now.
Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome. Is the listing warranty.
Yes.
So a lot of people, they buy a house and they want the warranty that they've now, because they're not familiar with the home, and so they're moved in and they want those things covered by Peach, right?
Yes.
But many times, and I don't know about you, but many times whenever I go to sell, like let's say a car, right before I go to sell the car, the window stops rolling up or the AC goes out, and then I have to pay to fix that and still sell the car.
Absolutely.
And so oftentimes when I'm meeting with sellers, they're worried about stuff like that.
Totally.
They're like, the AC works now, but what happens if it goes out? It can totally throw our budget out of whack.
Yep.
And so what's great about Home Warranty of America is you offer a listing warranty package.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's definitely peace of mind. When somebody's moving, circumstances sometimes are happy and sometimes are stressful. But either way, they want a net a certain amount, what they need. That's why sometimes the price dictates what it is, because they need that amount.
Yeah.
So during that time, the last thing they want to do is have a dishwasher go fail on them, an AC fail on them. So for our listing coverage for 100 up to 180 days, we take care of Peach, which definitely gives them a peace of mind. And it helps sell the property too. The buyer comes in and goes like, we already have a seller's coverage on this house.
Yep.
So that just adds value to
to the whole process.
The whole process.
And so if you would like to learn more about the listing warranty, so that's something that here at the Made for More team we provide for our sellers.
Yes.
So that's part of our listing package. It's part of the value that we give our sellers, the peace of mind that we give our sellers. So if you'd like to learn more about that and how that works, just give us a call, shoot us a text, just text warranty to 530-GET-MORE. That's 530-GET-MORE. But wait, there's more. We're going to actually be talking about, let's say you're not happy with your home warranty company, what you can do about it after this.
Let me share with you a couple of really interesting stories. So Margie and Ben were selling their mother's home in Rancho Cordova, and they wanted to sell it in as-is condition and for top dollar. You could say they wanted their cake and eat it too, right? After the first weekend on the market, Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team brought them 8 offers and sold the home for almost $20,000 over list price. And they had cash in hand in only 17 days. Imagine that. Here's another great story. Dave and Melissa, they were retiring and moving out of state. They needed to net the most from the sale of their current home as it was part of their retirement plan. Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team were able to sell for $40,000 over list price. In under a week, guys, top it off, they were able to stay in the home for a month after the home sold for free, helping them make a smooth move out of state. That's what happens, guys, when you work with Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team over at Made for More Realty, brokered by EXP. Here's what they do. It's been proven. They sell homes 27% faster than other homes on the market. They sell homes for an average of 3% higher purchase price than other realtors. They offer a listing warranty. If something happens to the house while it's listed, it gets fixed at no cost to you. They have a full staff dedicated to making your home selling process the easiest and most efficient it can be. They're Sacramento's most positively Googled reviewed real estate brokerage with almost 800 5-star Google reviews. They were voted #1 team in Roseville for the past 3 years. In 2023, last year, 48% of realtors didn't even sell a house. The Made for More team averages a sale every 3 days. They've got experience. It's been proven. They're successful. They have proactive marketing. Their team actively seeks out buyers for your home rather than, just listing it on the MLS and waiting for the phone to ring, which is what most other realtors do, but not Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team at Made for More Realty. They deliver the best results. Ask about their Fix It Before You List It program with no upfront cost to you. Ask about buying your next home before you even sell yours. Ask about their Guaranteed Home Sale program. Ask about getting multiple instant cash offers. Ask about their Bay Area marketing plan. You want to work with someone you can trust, someone that has experience, someone that's going to net you the most money for your home and do it fast. You want a great experience, then work with Johnny Jennings and Tom Daves at Made for More Realty, brokered by EXP. You expect more, get more. Just Google Made for More Realty today and get more for your home. License number 581837.
This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings, powered by EXP Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
I don't know how you grew up, Jennifer, but my parents, it was against their religion to turn on the AC.
Really?
Yeah, I don't understand.
And you grew up in Dalinga? What's it called?
Dalinga.
Kalinga, whatever.
Kalinga, that's hot there.
Very hot.
Really dry.
And Valerie grew up in Bakersfield.
Was it they were just cheap and they didn't want to pay the high energy bill?
That's my dad.
I don't know if I'd use the word cheap. We can say frugal, cost effective.
Were you sweating? Did you guys have a swimming pool? Were you taking showers constantly?
So what I ended up doing...
They'd slip and slides.
Yeah. So what I ended up doing was I would actually go to bed. I would get a wet towel and I would go to bed with this wet towel on me and the fan on me.
Oh my God.
And that is how...
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And
how does your mom feel about that now?
Well, she runs the AC now. But so how... That actually carried all the way through college for me.
Wow.
Until I
My
met
dad was the
Valerie.
same way, but we had a pool. We'd sleep on the raft like you're camping in the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes you
creative.
fall off in the middle of the
My parents would never let me do that. That I wish they would have. That would have been fun. But it just stinks. But sometimes people want to have AC. They're willing to run the AC, but the AC goes out.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This past summer, I don't know what it is, but I have so many friends and families whose AC went out. Like recently, my own mom's AC went out. She had to stay with us until it was able to get fixed.
How long did that take?
Oh, it took a long time. And so, well, she wasn't staying with us. She just come and stay in the evenings until, it was cool enough
To go home,
But they
yeah.
were able to get it fixed in somewhat of a timely manner. But then we've had 2 coworkers, 2 of them, in the middle of these heat waves where their AC goes out, and it's unbearable. It's tough in Sacramento. We're not built as tough as we used to be back in the day.
Oh, I don't know
where
how
you
they
can put
did
a wet towel over yourself and turn the fan on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just we've gotten used to having the
You're used to
AC
it.
going.
Yeah.
Especially my wife, there's no way she can survive without the AC at night to sleep. She desperately needs it. Sometimes it's freezing in there. I'm like, what are you doing? It's ice cold, but she needs it nice and cold. And I will say, and I hear this a lot from my parents and my grandparents, they don't build them like they used to. Appliances don't last as long as they used to, whether it's your refrigerator, your oven, your dishwasher. A lot of people complain about the HVAC systems.
Yeah.
And so, you hate to be in one of those situations. And that's the way it always works, right? It breaks down right when you need it.
Absolutely.
Right.
The most inconvenient
Right.
time.
Your oven breaks down. I remember, listen to
Thanksgiving.
this.
Yeah.
Our microwave, and we were using it, our microwave broke down at Thanksgiving one time.
There you
and
go.
we just, we had to figure out what to do. And then one time the glass door of our oven came off during, I forget which holiday, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's inevitable.
Yep.
It's right when you most need it.
It's like when you get your car washed and it rains the
it
next
rains.
day.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. So I think it's cool. A lot of people may not even be aware of the opportunity to have. It's something different than your home insurance policy,
Correct.
right? Which is when some kind of disaster, fire, flood, or famine or something. But a home warranty covers those appliances, especially maybe you're in a situation where you just don't have the reserves in the bank to replace an HVAC system, which is thousands and thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
or an oven, or some kind of dishwasher, some kind of appliance, or maybe it's your plumbing, or maybe it's your electrical. So having some kind of, like you've said, Jennifer, safety net, some security of, oh my gosh, I don't have to stress out. I don't have to freak out
peace
because
of
I know
mind.
I've got
Yep.
backup.
That peace of mind has it's hard to quantify,
Helps
but
you sleep at night.
But it helps you sleep. It has such a value, and so
Yes.
like for example, there were some people, because I mentioned earlier how we provide a warranty during the listing period. So as soon as the people start the process with us, complete the listing agreement, their house may not be going on the market for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 months because they're getting it ready. But as soon as they start the process, we put a listing warranty on. And I kept asking them, hey, you guys ready? You ready to move forward? You ready to move forward? No, we're doing some stuff. We're not ready to commit just yet. And I was like, okay, by the way, you don't have to commit. Like our Smart Seller program, you can cancel at any time. But they just weren't ready to take that next step. And then I get a call from them a couple weeks later, like, Johnny, our AC just went out.
God.
And it cost us, X amount of dollars to fix. And I was like, guys, I'm heartbroken over here. But if you would have signed up, our listing warranty with Home Warranty of America would have covered you guys.
For
right?
only $75.
And we pay, and so I would pay the $75. It would have cost them $0
Absolutely.
to get their AC fixed.
Absolutely. Silly.
So,
yeah.
Yep. So that's
Learn from mistakes.
Learn from their mistakes.
Right.
Yeah,
Here's
don't let that be
Hang
you. No, they're great people.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, but there's other things that you do as well. So, for example, Valerie and I were helping a buyer purchase a home, and they were going through this process. So we're representing the buyer, not the seller. And turns out, in the home inspections, they found an active leak. It was behind the shower, but the shower backed up to the kitchen.
Oh, boy.
And so they had to totally redo the kitchen
God.
and the bathroom. And so it ended up being a super expensive claim.
That's like opening a can of worms. That's terrible.
Yeah, and delayed escrow. Everybody was not happy about the situation, but it's not like it was done intentionally.
Totally.
But you have a program that would help them with that, right?
Yeah, explain that a little bit more. Like, I think people might be aware of how if an appliance breaks down, how a warranty covers that. But like for plumbing, how does that work? How does a warranty cover plumbing situations?
Well, so it covers plumbing situations, but I think what Johnny was trying to get into is more on the home insurance portion, right?
Yeah, because you guys have a special
Because once you're
program.
opening those doors, you're opening a can of worm, and some of these things, we don't necessarily cover.
Right.
But what we do is we work with your home insurance company. Now, we're a home warranty, but we work with a home insurance company where there's no other home warranty companies in Sacramento that does that. So let's just say in Johnny's situation, when they went in, they found all this stuff, his clients filed a claim with the home insurance company. Well, if they provided my company, Home Warranty of America, with their claim, we will provide up to $1,000 to help offset those costs for them, just out of pocket, just because we want to make everybody happy. And that's pretty unheard of.
That's
Very unheard of.
I didn't know that was an option with a home warranty company because they are different,
Completely.
right? So, but at least you're bridging that gap. You're helping
Yes.
them with that deductible with their homeowners insurance.
So, for instance, my counterpartner down in Bakersfield, she had a client call for the dishwasher, and the water was leaking and created an enormous amount of damage to the hardwood floors, and they started to buckle. So we worked with their home insurance company and provided up to $1,000 to help offset the costs for them.
There you go. So it's almost like a bit of an overlapping between the two.
Totally.
But just so everybody's clear, home insurance and home warranty are two completely different products.
Yes.
And we covered it briefly earlier, but it was Peach. Right?
So we help save clients money on plumbing, electrical, appliances, cooling, and heating. Peach.
There you go. So that's Peach. And then homeowners insurance would be like
A tornado, fire, flood, correct.
That type
So
of
what
stuff.
would be a plumbing situation that the home warranty would cover?
home warranty?
A back toilet, a busted pipe,
Okay.
I don't know, garbage disposal?
That's plumbing, absolutely.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Just if your son didn't put a spoon in there and you started it, but yes,
Yeah.
to normal wear and tear, absolutely.
Normal wear and tear.
Yep.
Great. And then I'm sure there's a lot of people out here who are thinking, man, I have a home warranty, but they're not responsive. I just get put into a call tree, and it takes me 45 minutes to an hour to get a hold of anybody, and then that person doesn't help, or they say it's not covered,
Yes.
and they wish that they could change. Is there a way that they could
Absolutely.
transition to you guys?
So back to, criticism, complaints. Not every company works for somebody, Sometimes you call and you file a claim and they're not returning, they're not responsive. Maybe the contractor went out and they weren't able to fix the situation, or maybe they said it wasn't covered and they're just not happy. They're upset. They're done. Sometimes they even call their own contractors because it's more of a headache to go through their home warranty company.
Yeah.
If that happens, we'd be gladly to help them transfer their home warranty with us. So when it comes to term, let's just say your clients weren't happy with XYZ company and they wanted to use home warranty after, they can go through me and they will still get the pricing like they would if they were in escrow.
So it'll save them hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds of dollars, absolutely. So we do provide that to pretty much any homeowner that is not in escrow or that has a home warranty that is coming to term and they're not happy with their company.
Got it.
Yep, and they will save hundreds of dollars by just switching over and getting the real estate price that we would give to you and your team.
Perfect. And so if you're thinking about switching, you'd like to learn more information about that, just text warranty to 530-GET-MORE. So just text warranty to 530-GET-MORE, and we will get you more information, and we'll connect you with Jennifer and her company, HWA. Perfect.
Awesome.
All right. Well, hey, thanks so much for being on the show today. Did you have fun?
I did. This morning I did a Peloton ride with I Love Alex, and he said, when you're uncomfortable in a situation, it only helps your growth, helps you grow. So
Yes.
It really spoke because I am very outgoing. I don't really get shy, but sometimes you just have to put yourself in a situation that is uncomfortable to build growth, and I feel like that's what just happened today. So
Yep.
Thank you so much for having me on.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Looking forward
it.
to next time.
All right, guys, here's the reality. The real estate bar has been raised. Clients today expect more net proceeds for your home. For instance, Matthew had tried to sell his home, but was unsuccessful because the previous agent told him the home would be too complicated to sell. But not for Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team. They were able to sell his home in record time and for full price. They'll sell your home for 27% faster than other homes on the market. They'll sell your home for an average of 3% higher purchase price than other realtors. At Made for More Realty, they offer a listing warranty. If something happens to the house while listed, it gets fixed at no cost to you. Hey guys, there's a reason why they have more 5-star Google reviews than anyone else in our area. They were voted #1 team in Roseville for the past 3 years. They have a full staff dedicated to making your home a great selling process, the easiest and most efficient it can be. They have proactive marketing. Their team actively seeks out buyers for your home rather than just listing it on the MLS and waiting for the phone to ring. Ask about their Fix It Before You List It program with no upfront cost to you. Ask about buying your next home before you even sell yours. Ask about their guaranteed home sale program. Ask about their guaranteed multiple instant cash offers. Ask about their Bay Area marketing plan. Oh my goodness, you expect more, then get more with the Johnny Jennings and Tom Daves team at Made for More Realty, brokered by EXP. Just Google Made for More Realty today and get more for your home. License number 581837.
This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings, powered by EXP Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
So the real estate landscape, Matt, seems like it might be changing a little bit, not only like nationally, but also here locally. Have you seen anything about that in the news?
What do you mean by landscape?
So sellers were, and have been for a long time, these last few years, like the ones totally dictating the terms of a agreement. Mm-hmm. It started changing a little bit in 2022 when they started raising interest rates, and now all of a sudden there's not so many buyers competing for a home. But even when they started raising the interest rates, the inventory levels remained low. So there were still there's fewer buyers, but there's still fewer homes on the market.
Right.
Now what is changing is we're starting to see inventory levels rise. And so it's going from being a hyper seller's market to just a generic seller's market. And so people are starting to get like a little worried. Are the prices going to go up still? Are they going to go down? Because I think an article came out recently said that home prices in California, so this is state, this is macro,
right,
has gone up 7% year over year. And so is that trend going to continue? Because a lot of buyers are uncertain. They're like, should I wait or should I buy now? Sellers are thinking, should I wait or should I sell now? I'm going to make more money now, or I'm going to make more money when I sell later. And so we're just seeing this slowdown potentially coming in the real estate market as inventory levels rise. And so I'm getting a lot of questions from people who are looking at...
See, I'm a little confused there because you said things might slow down, but it seems like if there's more inventory out there, you'd have more interested buyers, and so there'd be a lot more movement.
So if you're selling one car, right, and you're the only one with this car, and there's people that want this car, there's a lot of demand.
Sure.
So you can charge a higher price. But if now there's 10 cars and 10 different people are selling the same car, then now the buyers get to be a little bit more choosy, and the sellers now have to compete.
True.
And so that's what's happening is it's just supply and demand. As inventory levels are rising, the sellers are now having to compete for the buyer's attention.
And why would you say inventory is rising? Is there more construction? What's going on there?
So in our market, we're fortunate. Like, I can't overstate how beneficial it's been that we have so much new construction going on, because a lot of times buyers are, they have the choice, at least in our market, many times, whether like Roseville, Folsom, El Dorado Hills, they have the choice between new construction or resale. And in other markets, like in Solano, like
right, there
is no new construction. So for us, there is the benefit of inventory from new construction. But a lot of times buyers are trying to decide, hey, should I go with resale or should I go with new construction? And a lot of times people are going the new construction route because they like the newness of it. It's got that new house smell.
Sure. And
it comes with a warranty, and the sellers or the builders are maybe throwing in solar or buying down your rate to an incredibly low interest rate.
Wow.
And they're just sweetening the pot a whole lot more. But now, because builders are doing that, resale also has to compete. And so homes are just sitting on the market a little bit longer than they used to. It's still a seller's market as of today, but it's just you're seeing it slowly transition over into a more of a balanced market. And but the reasons why homes typically sit, that's the question I'm getting all the time, because now people are getting nervous. They might be listed with an agent, or they might see their neighbor's house sitting, and they're uncertain about what that means for them and the value of their home. And so I'm getting these questions, and I have to like ask them, like, what is it? Oh, first of all, I cannot talk to you. Like, you need to cancel your agreement. There's a lot of things your agent might be doing that's great, and they might be doing that's not so great. But I can't talk to you until you cancel that agreement, right?
Oh, wow, okay.
Because you're in contract with somebody. But let's say they've canceled the agreement, they come to us, and they want to learn about a 195-point marketing plan. They want to learn about our Bay Area buyer marketing plan. They want to learn, because a lot of times agents, the homes that are sitting, there's a couple things that could be there, and oftentimes that agent might just be doing the 3 Ps. Have you heard me tell this joke
I have,
before?
but remind me, what are the 3 Ps? I know one of them is prayer.
Prayer, yes, exactly. That's the last one. So the 3 things a traditional real estate agent does is they put a sign in the yard, they put it in the MLS, and they pray that the home sells.
Right.
And that's all they do. And so if that's all they're doing, if they don't have a proactive marketing plan, if they're not doing mailer campaigns, if they're not doing digital marketing campaigns, social media campaigns, if they don't have a Bay Area buyer marketing plan, if they're not properly staging or taking professional photos or a 3D tour of the home, if they don't have like a radio campaign, like there's just so many other avenues to market a property beyond the 3 Ps. And so that oftentimes can be a reason why the home's sitting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think all realtors are the same. I think there's that thought, oh, you guys are all the same. You don't do anything. You do, like you said, the 3 Ps, and then you just take your commission and you're gone.
Yep.
And that is just a misunderstanding. And one of the problems I think is just there's so many real estate agents out there. Like
Yes.
you've said before, everybody knows 10 of them, right? You either have a
Correct.
friend or a family member that's either an agent or it's been an agent, but they're not all the same.
So 98% of real estate agents are selling less than 1.5 homes a month.
And you said half of them are selling much less than that, one a year.
48% in 2023 did not even sell a home. So if think about it, 98%, that's not an inconsequential figure. And so if you know, the typical person knows, between 10 or 12 realtors. And so out of those, let's say 10 for easy math, 10 realtors, 9.8 of them are probably not even like doing a significant amount of business.
Right.
And so if
they've got a day job.
If you know 100 realtors, 98% of them are probably not doing a significant amount of business. And so it's all of that those lower end realtors, the pretenders, the people who are hobbyists, the people who are maybe transitioning and haven't committed fully to the industry. There's just all this noise that the consumer then has to filter through. So I totally get why they would expect, like they would lump us all together, because it's very rare that an agent is selling more than a home and a half, 1.5 homes a month or more. And so that's essentially why we're all lumped together. It's hard for them to differentiate, and the barrier to entry is just so low. You pay essentially $1,600, you got a real estate license,
right?
And with that real estate license, you can make $50,000, $100,000, $500,000, $750,000 a year, right? So there's a lot of opportunity there for the individual, but the barrier to entry is just horribly low.
Right, but that's why you said, like, if the landscape is changing, the real estate landscape, especially in the Sacramento area, and you want your home to stand out and you want it to sell 27% faster than everyone else, if you want it to sell for more than what your neighbor's getting, you gotta get someone that's professional, that's experienced, that knows what they're doing, has all of the channels to sell your home. That's why we recommend, Made for More Realty.
Yeah, and so if you're beginning the process and you're trying to figure out, hey, like, what is Made for More about? What do they do? How are they different? Just go ahead and text HOUSE to 530-GET-MORE. You can give us a call as well to 530-GET-MORE. And what we'll do is we'll send you over a 195-point marketing plan. We'll show you our Bay Area buyer marketing plan, how the guaranteed offers work, how the cash offers work. And so that way you're walking into it with a little bit of knowledge and not necessarily like, searching through the dark. But I can't tell you how many times I go into a living room, I'm meeting these people for the first time, and they are just filled with uncertainty and fear, and they're just not sure what the next step is. And they maybe have met with some other real estate agents, and they're just not feeling comfortable with those people they met. And then I meet with them, and I start going over things, and they say, "Oh my gosh, the other person did not explain it like this. The other person did not go over this market report. The other person did not offer these services. The other person didn't even have a Google business page. Like we're the most Google reviewed in the entire Sacramento region.
Yeah.
Almost 800 reviews as of this recording. And so if you're looking for peace of mind and you just want to know, hey, what is the Made for More team doing that's different? Just go ahead and give us a call or shoot us a text. Just text house to 530-GET-MORE. We'll be able to get you those answers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And maybe if your home's, had trouble selling and you're still interested in selling it and you're not in a contract with a current agent or with an agent currently, reach out to us as well.
And I love the different programs that you guys have too, where you have the fix it before you list it program.
Yep.
Where a lot of folks, they want to sell their house, but they think, oh my gosh, I got to do this repair, and I don't have the time or the money.
Yeah.
But man, you make it so easy to get that done so that they can sell their house and it's not 5 or 10 years down the road.
We have like the fix before you list it. We have the buy before you sell. Most people selling a home or need to live somewhere.
Right.
They're going to buy something else, right? And so we help with that process.
Yeah, they come and live with you, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah. We got a little
you
hotel
got a guest room.
Yeah. So if you want to learn about any of these programs, just text house to 530-GET-MORE, house to 530-GET-MORE, and we're happy to share what we're doing. And if you're an agent and maybe you're on a team and you're saying, hey, I'm losing out to like the Made for More team or to other companies that may be offering more than what my team currently offers or my brokerage offers, text us as well. Just text house to 530-GET-MORE and we'll get you some information
awesome.
on how we can help grow your business.
Yeah, what's the website?
Yeah, so if you want to learn more and just check out the website, you can go to madeformorerealty.com, madeformorerealty.com. You can spell it 1,000 different ways, but it takes you to the same place. Yep. Awesome. Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks so much, Matt, for being on the show. And we look forward to having you back on next week.
All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. One more time, if you're curious what kind of offers you can get on your home, reach out to Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team with Made for More Realty, brokered by EXP. Find out about multiple cash offers. Find out about their Bay Area marketing team. They're going to net you the most money in the shortest amount of time. There's a reason why they have so many 5-star Google reviews, why they have been ranked #1 in Roseville for the past 3 years. You expect more, get more with Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team at Made for More Realty, brokered by EXP. Just Google Made for More Realty today and get more for your home. License number 581837.